I know there's people on my channel who are wondering what I had to say about Tatiana Jefferson being murdered by Aaron Dean. How I felt about it. Like since I live in Dallas, which is like 30 miles from which is like 30 miles from Fort Worth. How do I feel about how about this going on since this happened right in my backyard? This is what I have to say about this. It had to be done. He had to like I am glad that he was convicted of murdering a Tatiana Jefferson, but I know for a fact that it would have been justice had he been served had he been given life in prison without the possibility of parole. Because now that it's coming to the now they're finally giving us what we've been demanding for so long, and he was already dead to rights because if you saw the video, like he went to the window and shot her right through the heart. He didn't acknowledge the fact that he was a police officer. He just saw a black face and shot through the heart. His ass, he should have never been a police officer in the first place. If you ever did a background check on him, because he was a girl once a girl once accused him of sexual assault in college, and inappropriate behavior. He so like and like the person and like whoever hired him do a correct accurate psychology test on him. He like he joined the force like a bunch of pussy white boys like him who who get off on seeing black people suffer or have hatred for black people who never done anything to them. But like the reason why he was found, another reason why he was found guilty because had he not been found guilty, it would have been smoke in the city. It would have been all hell would have broke loose. Cause like mind you, a few years ago, four cops were shot and killed right in my hometown in downtown, Dallas, in downtown, which pretty much sent a message that that we can that black people been fed up. Like when Michael X had executed those cops, like that was a huge message that black people couldn't take this anymore. Something had to be done, and and like we like him and like so many of us got sick and tired of seeing cops getting off with killing us in the street. But then came Amber Geiger. Amber Geiger, a white female cop who shot and killed John Botham in his own home. He wasn't doing anything. She was found not guilty, now serving 10 years in prison. Like her defense team tried to move to move the trial to another town, to some lily white town. Like when they say they want to get a fair trial, what they're basically saying is I want to take this white cop who killed this black man. Like when the trial comes, have the trial sent to an all white town with an all white jury and a white judge, and like 99.9% of the time, if that happens, the cop will be found not guilty. That's what Amber Geiger's team did. They failed. She was judged by a jury of her peers, and she not did 10 years. Aaron Dean's uh, defense team tried the same thing. The Tatiana Jefferson trial started way back. Started way back in January. It was supposed to start in January of this year, but they kept putting it off, putting it off. They want the first judge recused himself. Then they try to get they try constantly to get this move to another town so they could have a quote unquote fair trial. They just kept doing it and doing it. But like they had one small victory when they when the jury when it was found out that the jury had had no black people, but that jury pool also had two people of color. They didn't say whether that jury pool, those people of color was Hispanic or Asian or Mediterranean or other. They just what we did know was that there were no black people on that on that jury selection. Go figure. But he was, but like of course he got grilled. Family members was testified against him, some for him. His former partner uh, told a certain another story that she was to the other end, he went to the other end, and like he around the time he muted his um his body cam. I'm paraphrasing, but like, and to make this long explanation short, he was found guilty. I think he had to do 10 years, 8 months and 22 days in jail, or basically 11 years in jail. And I highly doubt, like, if he does, when he goes to prison, they're not going to put him with Gen Pop. They didn't put Amber Geiger with the general population, so they weren't going to do that with him also. Like, he had to be found guilty of this, because like had he got off, like so many black people would have went and got their arm, got their guns and stuff. It's bad enough that they will shoot us in the street for doing next to nothing, but now we can't. Like, now we can't even live in our own house without being gunned down. Like, if him or Amber would have been found not guilty, that would have gave cops the green light to just go and just to random black people's house and just shoot us down. And like, so I know some black people like, no, we not finna go out like that. Hell no, cause a lot of hold on. Because a lot of black people went out and bought guns and was like, nah, we can't take no more of this. Like, you're not finna come to our house and just shoot us down like you do in the streets. Like, where do you draw the line? The line was drawn before we got shot down the street. But like, where do you draw the line? We can't live in our house peacefully without some cop just come to our house and just shooting us. Like, oops, I had the wrong house. I thought he was here. Like, they would have gave them the leeway to shoot us in our own house with impunity. But like, I know so many brothers and sisters said, no, we not finna stand for that. Okay, it's both of us gonna be exchanging gunfire. You come up in my spot. Yeah, but like, I'm glad that Tatiana Jefferson's family finally received justice. Unfortunately, her mother and her father and her mother died shortly after she did. So they didn't live to see this murderer get sentenced. Like, Tatiana's father, before he died, he said he ain't forgiving him. Like, because that was a pattern amongst black people, forgiving our murderers. But if it was your own brother and sister, you'd be like, man, I hope they send you to the lucky chair. Right? Like, bunch of people buck dancing for their enemy. Yeah, but you forgive a white person who murdered you. But like, I'm glad Tatiana Jefferson received justice. That's all I gotta say.